to enable us to see the wisp of smoke long before it becomes a major inferno. Just for today, I will participate in the full range of my recovery. My commitment to NA is just as strong today as it was in the beginning of my recovery.
Thanks for reading.
Thanks for reading. How much time you have clean?
15 months.
Oh. All right. Thank God for last night's rest. This morning rise. Thank God for His grace and His mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve. And mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. How's everybody doing? Good to be back here at Mercy Hospice. My name is Dirk McKnight. My partner Robert Hayes is here in spirit, but he's not here in the physical. Together we call the Minds of Men. I've been on drugs for 20 years. I've been clean for 14 years. But all I got is what?
Today.
I'm a forensic ghetto black Kojak. Meaning I don't like to talk fruits. We can, but I really like to talk what? Roots. I really like to listen to people share roots, because roots is the secrets that we hide in our Pandora box. Everybody hear that? And for those who have trust issues, sometimes it's hard to what? Expose what's really eating us alive. It's like you have a woman in this here, right, who might be always combative. Something's wrong. Something's deep that has not been what? Addressed. A woman who has control issues. It has to be her way or no way. Something needs to be what? Seriously, deeply addressed. Someone who is always suspicious or a fault finder or paranoid and always thinking somebody's against them, or there's always an attack motive, right? Something's going on, right? And people who are spiritually growing, they understand that they don't take it personal, because a woman, girls whisper but women confront. Girls whisper but women, they confront. Miss Marcia, who's also in recovery, you know what I'm saying? It's sometimes it's hard when you're dealing with humans, because humans are fickle. They love you today, they throw you under the bus. They say don't give clients cigarettes, because if you give them one today, you got to keep giving them. Because if you stop giving them, then they really want to have something for you. So to keep everybody on the same page, everything goes for everybody. Everybody understand that? Because we're dealing with a lot of psychological psychosis, queen babies, all mixed up into one. And tonight we're going to talk about the Jezebel Spirit. The Jezebel Spirit. Everybody heard that before? Yeah. If anybody read the word of God, Jezebel was a queen. She was an evil queen. And she was married to an evil king named Ahab. I ain't going to go deep into it, right? Because we keep it spiritual, it's never religious, right? But she wound up getting killed. They threw her out of a window and horses ran over. It's a karma is real, right? Karma is real. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the Jezebel Spirit. All right. If you hear you, I would love tonight. I would love for the woman in here who hear themselves negatively and put their hands up and expose you, because this is a glass house, and nobody should be throwing what? Stones. Everybody hear that? If I'm not working on me, guess who I'm talking about? Everybody else. Because I'm not talking about who? Me. And listen, do they have a mercy? I know they got a mercy hospice vehicle out there. But y'all don't drive around in the hood picking up people, drug addicts and crack fiends and dope fiends and K&A and parking. You know, we come here for help, right? And sometimes we get here and we get comfortable and tell help how to what? Help us. Yeah, right? So we're going to get into that tonight, all right? So I'd like to hear roots about if anybody feel anything that's just coming from this paper, that's you. Or it was you. You came from it. Or you leading right back into it. Everybody hear that? Let's get into it. You ready to have fun? All right. Yesterday when I walked in the house, it was a guy named Philip Adams. He used to play football for 21 years. He started playing football at 7. Wow. He went to the NFL. He played six seasons on the NFL. He was on 5 different teams in 6 seasons. Everybody catch that? Yeah. He retired 2016. In April of this year, he killed 2 children, a doctor, his wife, and he blew his brains out. Wow. What? Who remember Will Smith movie, Concussions? No. About football players. All the banging and hitting up, it caused It causes what? Concussions. And when you have series and seasons of what? Head blows, head shots, you can develop CTE. That stands for chronic traumatic. I'm trying to pronounce that word starting with E. Sympathology, something like that, right? And it's a degenerative disease. Everybody hear that? Degenerative, I looked that word up. Degenerative means progressive. Irreversible deterioration and loss of what? Functions of the what? The mind. Everybody hear that? When you deal with CTE, it's a behavior symptoms like aggression. Anybody aggressive? Impulsive. Anybody impulsive? Explosive. Anybody explosive? Depression. Anybody get depressed? Anxiety. Who catch that? Paranoia. Who has that? Suicidal ideations. Who has that? Impulsive, what? Frontal lobe damage. So the prefrontal lobe is damaged. This is the headquarters. This is where we do our reasoning, our judgment, coping skills, all come from the prefrontal cortex. But when this is damaged, it affects what? How we what?
Decisions.
The decisions, very good. And it's hard to what? Concentrate or remember. Alright? So we're talking about CTE. Now drugs, do it affect us? Do it affect our mind?
Yes.
How we think? Do it alter the way we see things? Our perceptions?
Yes.
Okay. When you sober, do you find yourself getting better or getting worse?
Better, but
Okay.
forgetting more.
Forgetting more. Okay.
Well, like my short term, I'll forget, but I mean, I remember like years ago, but a couple minutes or,
Okay.
you know,
How much time you have, Clay?
I had 3 months.
Come on.
No, I was good. You said you find yourself getting better or worse.
Yes.
But one thing that's interesting when I got sober, I found, obviously I'm getting better because I'm not using drugs, but I was able to see some of the stuff we're talking about because I was sober. Like I could see that damage. And, so for the first 2 years, I felt like I was getting worse. And I actually hit a bottom in my sobriety that I never even had in my addiction, and went back to treatment without using, and that's like when I had my 7 years. But I was kind of happy that happened because I got to see that addiction is at work, even, on the sober mind when you're not in recovery, when you're not working the steps, when you're idle, that all those isms they're live and they're at work.
Come on.
And they're loud, it's scary.
Yes.
I got to see that, so definitely.
How much time you have?
10 months and 5 days.
Hey, alright. Let's get into it, y'all. Alright, Jezebel Spirit. Number 1. I looked this up. Number 1. Pure evil and hateful. Jezebel Spirit. Pure evil and hateful. Who know the word insidious? The disease of addiction is straight evil. It comes as our friend, but it's coming to what? Kill us. Any women in here had a man who what? Insidious you. Singing by your window like Romeo and Juliet. Bringing you flowers, never forgetting your birthday, open up the door for you.
Tell you what to throw you out the window.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get the cookies, all that niceness, what? Stops. Yes. Insidious. Alright? The Jezebel spirit is pure evil and hateful. Any women here have cold hearts? Cold hearts.
Great Ed.
Yes, alright. Oh, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Tonight we want to talk about it. Alright. Okay. I remember you shared last week, right? Is that how it started to, okay. Are you getting better with it?
A little bit, not that much.
Okay. When do you get upset when women talk about you? In front of you or behind your back? Okay. And you find out rumors, and she be like, guess who talking about you? Guess what she said? How that make you feel? You ready to stomp them? Smack them back to Kensington?
No, not really, but I just won't talk to them.
Okay. Alright. Do
I
you eventually
keep a wall up, I won't even talk to them. I just act like they're not nobody.
Okay. Do you eventually, when you calm down, pull her up one-on-one and say, do you have a problem with me? Or because see, then again, that might what get her because she probably told her in confidence not to say nothing to you, and because she broke that seal and brought it to you. Now she's what? Yeah, you follow what I'm saying? So you go with her and say, I can't tell her nothing. And you follow what I'm saying? We're just talking about what? How behaviors get started in here.
Yeah.
Because this is a recovery facility, but the enemy comes too. It's like church. Yay! But Satan there.
That's how when I was locked up.
The devil is always
I
present.
was arguing with this girl, and then another girl went to another girl and told her. And then they went back and told me, like, yeah, they already told me that you was arguing with her.
Confusion.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
And
So
chaos.
sudden, yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? When we get caught up in that and get entangled in that web, we forget about why we here. We spend all our time trying to attack another woman, and we forget about what? We're supposed to be recovering. And when your expiration date is up for here, then if what you doing here is what you what?
That's right.
What you do out there. So that's real important. But the circumcised heart is bigger than everybody. You hear what I'm saying? Look, and you see the movie Precious?
Yeah.
How Monique hated her daughter because her so-called boyfriend liked the daughter. That's insanity. That's sickness. You know what I'm saying? But she stayed strong, and your karma comes for everybody. Give you a true story. In 88, 89, I was in Baltimore then. But it was a woman here who had a daughter, and she had a boyfriend. Her boyfriend and her daughter had sex. She used to run track. She was over about Overbrook.
Oh, yeah, I grew up, yeah.
And she found and her boyfriend get her daughter pregnant. She kills her daughter.
Wow.
And bury her in a shallow grave. Then get on the news.
And looking for her.
And she was the one who killed her daughter. True story.
It just had the story out. The story was just out.
I think it was in West Philly, Overbrook.
Overbrook, North Philly.
The North Philly,
no, not Overbrook. It was William Penn.
Oh, Wham Penn.
Well,
Okay, Wham Penn. All right.
I went to school with her.
Okay, all right. Just confirmation for the floor.
She was coming from her boyfriend's house, and her mom. See, the reason why they found her is because the stepfather had her coat on.
It was Cobb's Creek race.
Had her coat on. So they said. So the girlfriend said, "Why he got that coat on?" And she supposed to have that on when she died, because that's the last thing she had on.
Yeah.
And that's how they start figuring it out. Because he wore the jacket that she had on when she died. And the mother, then the psychic came in there, and when she sat on her bed, she said, I feel the spirit is in here, it's real strong. Somebody is in here that killed, somebody in here killed her, I feel it. And she was like, you gotta leave. That's how they was finding it out. They just had the movie out.
They made a movie about it?
Yeah, it was just on. You can see it on demand. They made a movie
What's the name
about
of
it. It's In Your Backyard.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
How much time you have clean?
4 months.
Give it to her. How much time you have clean?
3 months and 7 days.
All right. So listen, ladies. Pain can make us evil. Disappointment can make us evil. Betrayal, disappointment, rejection, abandonment, trauma, abuse, violations can make us what? Angry and hateful and bitter. So we gotta practice forgiveness. Because if we practice forgiveness, we get it out of our system and give it to what? To our higher power. Because that's too much weight to carry. To hold all that pain as well as recover. That's a lot. Easy said than done. You hear what I'm saying? But for you to get free and to start smiling sincerely, to compliment another woman sincerely, you know what I'm saying? That's change. Some women can't stand women. But God got you here with women to get better with women. How you see her is how you treat her. Some women don't like women because remind me of my mother or your aunt. Or you might have been, grew up like Cinderella. Caught all the ass whippings in your sister. Caught the blessings.
Yeah, that's
It's a lot of different chambers and different formulas how women get down in here and how they breathe in. But listen, we all live in a glass house, so stop throwing the stones. Thank you for sharing that. Alright? How about vile? I looked that word up. The Jezebel Spirit is vile. V-I-L-E. I looked that word up, right? Extremely unpleasant, morally bad, wicked, highly offensive, vile. Anybody got a vile tongue? Who's sarcastic?
I could be that way if I'm
I can be that way if I'm
have
used
short
to
tongue.
it,
Yeah, okay. You working on that?
Yeah, I don't get mad too often. I'm really good at it now. I'm pretty even spirited with everybody, and I try to keep the peace.
Very good. How much time you have playing?
Tomorrow will be 4 months.
Hey, alright. God bless. Alright, no more okay, Val. Anybody talk about being Val? How you doing? You wanna come in? You alright? You wanna come in? Okay. Alright. Number 3, Jezebel Spirit. Number 3, maximum pride. PRIDE. My partner says that stands for primary reason I die early.
Ooh.
Primary reason I die early because it's hard to ask for help.
Yeah.
Anybody prideful?
Yeah.
Who won't apologize? Who won't forgive? Who won't ask for help? Who won't say they're sorry? Who won't say it's my fault? Because your pride is in the way. Who relapsed and it took you forever to come back and for treatment because your pride said they don't care.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, worrying about what other people say.
Say, I was worried about because I got small. I didn't want them to see me. And oh, God, yeah, it took me a while.
Real prideful.
Yeah.
Real prideful.
Yeah.
Prideful women don't like the what? They don't like constructive criticism.
Right.
Anybody like that? Mind your business.
Yeah.
Why she always got something to say? Instead of listening, we think we being what? Attacked.
Yeah.
Now I gotta attack you back, and nothing getting accomplished, and nothing getting done. Pride is in the way. Pride also leads what? Being what? Stop us from being what? Vulnerable. Everybody understand that? And when you be right and humble, very good. Who here had the last word? Who here always right? Even when you're wrong, you're right.
Yes. My mom's gonna be there. She just done this. No matter I'm wrong or right.
Who here can tell a woman, I'm sorry, I apologize? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I didn't mean to be like that way. I'm gonna try to start over. I'm gonna press restart on my life today. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. To keep the peace, right? To keep the peace. Listen, there's gonna be friction. We understand that, but not chronic friction. Everybody talking about? That means forever, beefing like a war, like Vietnam in here. 6 months straight hell in here. But let's keep moving. All right, how about this right here? Highly lustful and seductive. Highly lustful and seductive. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It was one woman I know at I used to do groups at Avon Gerard. Anybody know about Avon Gerard?
I went to Avon Gerard. Me and Michelle.
The methadone unit is the craziest. I used to work
Oh,
there.
shut up.
Wait,
I went to methadone.
They're never satisfied.
I was in there, they were having sex in the room.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Nighttime weekends.
There you go.
They do that good fries too. That's
They do that in Kirk Ride too.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a cigarette.
That's any rehab. I
That's
think.
any
One
reality.
girl
She's so
gave it up for a
murdered.
cigarette.
Yeah, the girls was having sex with cigarettes.
What
in
did
Kirk
you
Ride.
say? Remember you said
they
the guy
go do that
told
every
you
place.
he rather his job is to get them on their behind.
She remember that. Her job is his job is to get women on their back before God get them on their feet.
Damn.
And you got some men who think like that. That's savages. That's like a beast.
Yeah.
That's like a beast. And I should say,
Yeah,
listen.
it's women that want to get their.
That's true. They go both ways.
You say this dad, you ain't mean to tell me you ain't be like, I just want his money anyway, because I've never been there. I've been in relationships and I ain't give a fuck about it.
Women get there the same way. How much time you got, Clayton?
About 3 months.
Give it to all. But my problem, God was showing me, he said, let the women recover. Because I've been guilty of that, right? Who know about STOP? It used to be there. They don't, they brought it Lehigh. It was an outpatient program called STOP. And it was one, I like intelligent women. Women who, got a lot of brain power that just really, really turn me on, right? Fighting and cussing used to turn me on too. But as I got older, I like intelligence, right? Maybe for the drama, give me some intelligence. But anyway, she was smart, but the way she talked, it's like she had like 9 years clean. But she only had 60 days. Then she left out the program. Then I wasn't really worried about it at the time, right? You know how it is, like, you might be chasing the man, he not giving you no attention.
Yeah.
And then you finally demand attention, then you got all his attention. And then all my numbers in my phone number, I stopped calling all the female friends I had. It was all loaded on her. And then I started giving her money. We started getting together. Then we, getting busy and all that madness in a program, right? I was in recovery. She was in a program. She was staying on her sponsee's couch and giving her money. Then she was saving money, giving her more money. She was saving money. Then before she know it, she got her own place. And when when her wings started to what? Develop and form,
Yeah.
she didn't need me no
Switched
more.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know how men feel when women what? Play them.
Yeah.
Cause now all women are what?
Dog.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? And vice versa. I can't trust no men.
I can't trust no man.
That's what I'm saying. Some women might hear right looking at me right now and say, yeah, he a wolf too. He a wolf too. But anyway, well, I hope that's what happened when we've been hurt.
Yeah.
Cause our perception is on. We think everybody's out to what for?
Yeah.
For the tank. And she really hurt me. And let me show you how good God is. And when you give, you receive. And I used to school about North Philly. Who about Turner Street, Cecil B. Moore.
Yeah.
I used to be on Turner Street. It's Cecil B. Moore, Nicholas, then Turner. And deep in the hood. Gunshots this way, drugs this way. I'm right here in the middle, right? But anyway, and guess what? PHA and SEPTA was what? Buying that whole property.
Right.
The house still standing. But the lady who owned the property, she got a big check, 6 G's.
Yeah, cause she
I was in there for a whole year. I got a check for $38,000. Everybody gets that? I couldn't spend it, but it was what? Find any place you want to live. They approve it. It passed what? It passed what? Customs? Not customs. What I'm talking about? Inspection. And then guess what? I could stay there. So I was at 60-something Carlisle Street for 4 years. Free rent.
Nice.
So the money I gave her, she stumped on me, right, and really hurt me, but God bless me. Everybody catch that?
Yeah.
When you give, you receive. Everybody understand that? Sincerely, there were no motives. Without a doubt. A friend of mine, y'all know about Odette? 17 and Point Breeze, they said they got something called $100 payout.
What's that?
That's when you go. That's when you go down to Kensington, K&A, and clean up.
Wait, so
And they pay you $100.
Darryl won't work there no more?
Who?
Chapman ain't there no more?
I think he is. I think he in North Philly. We do groups in South Philly.
Who is?
We do groups in South Philly, 17th and Point Breeze.
Yeah, I know, but Darryl used to run that one.
Right. He not there no more. I think he's back up in North Philly.
Mr. Chapman.
Right,
He wear
Mr.
that big ass skirt.
Right. And got the big truck.
Yeah.
But they got something called $100
He had
payout.
his he had his Benz. He still got his little Benz, his big Benz.
That I don't know. I saw him drive the truck. He's doing well though. He used to do basketball leagues and all of that.
Because Mel got the one on 25th Street and he was running the one on Point Breeze. That's when I was there.
Okay. Yeah, Point Breeze, that's where we at.
Yeah.
That's where we do groups at. And he was talking about $100 payouts. So K&A. So what I do is when the guy let me know when they're gonna do it, it's canceled for them all because of COVID. But once they open back up, anybody wanna go down there as a team?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's right.
I'll go. What do you gotta do?
Just clean up the streets.
Yeah.
$100. Clean up K&A.
Cash money at the end of the day.
There you go.
Work.
I want mine going on there. People, he said,
That ain't easy work cleaning up game.
Well, it wasn't. I'm
No,
just
it
saying.
ain't.
It's money to
I'm gonna find out. Might be in 2 weeks. It's canceled for tomorrow. It's on Fridays.
Okay.
So, but going down there to see how those people be, how we used to be.
Yeah.
right there. That was me. Right there.
It takes back. I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? No more. And I'm gonna pray for them, but I'm gonna get my money too. All right. Highly lustful and seductive. Jezebel Spirit. All right. Nothing's wrong with sex, but it's all in what? It's all in what? It has its place and its time.
Pleasing
Everybody hear that? All right. A Jezebel Spirit don't care about time or place. It gets busy anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Lowers her self-esteem and her morals, just to get her agenda done. How about this right here? Highly self-centered and narcissistic. Who's self-centered and narcissist? I keep pronouncing that word. Narcissistic. Anybody that self-centered? It's all about you. It's all about you. Anybody? I used to be like that. I believe it or not.
I think he last.
Yeah. Yeah, you last.
I think everybody is a little wrong.
Okay. All right.
Everybody is a little
But who want to put their pain on Front Street? Who want to expose their kryptonite or their weaknesses? Or to say, listen, I'm inadequate on a certain days. I'm bad in parenting. I'm bad on money management. I'm bad on making decisions. Who want to put that stuff up on Front Street? Somebody who want to get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody who have nothing to really be worried to hide. Because my weaknesses can help her weaknesses. Her strengths can help my weaknesses, and that's how it moves. Because A helps B, but it helps A the most, and A helps B, but it helps A the most. Everybody hear that? So your weaknesses can help somebody else get stronger. And their strength can help our what? Our weaknesses. How about Jezebel Spirit will always seek to be the center of attention. Anybody seek attention? Like I said before, if she's catching blessings, she's doing good. She got a job now. She got a voucher. She about to leave. Listen, her family is visiting her. Her weight is up. Her complexion is up. She got her gifts. She's her talents. She's on board. She's recovering. And because I'm gonna have a Jezebel spirit, I hate her.
Yeah.
Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Why y'all showing her all the attention? What about me? Look at my breasts. How about my new shoes? What's wrong with my hair weave? You don't like my lipstick? So you want the attention on you when it really it's not your time.
Right.
Anybody catch that? It's going back to the person who seek attention. Queen babies. Anybody ain't like that? Queen babies. Alright. And that's how with jealousy, because that breeds jealousy and envy. Everybody know that? Who know about Amy Fisher?
Yes.
Amy Fisher. Anybody watch the ID channel? Wives with Knives.
Yup. Come on, yeah.
My ex-wife can always watch that right there, right? Now, why you keep watching that show? What you trying to tell me? Got the hell out of there. But Amy Fisher was having sex with a minor having sex with a grown man. And was jealous of his wife. Because he wanted him. She rung the doorbell one day, had a great idea. I got a gun. Let me shoot her and kill her. Rung the doorbell and shot her right in the head. Didn't kill her, but he shot her. But she shot her. Anybody hear that? Yeah, that's right. Envy slides to what? Jealousy. Because whatever we hate, we assassinate. Whatever we hate is easy to assassinate. So if anybody here jealous of anybody, listen. Admiration. Get rid of that jealousy. Get rid of that envy, y'all. For real. Everybody got the gifts and talents. How about this right here? Very judgmental and critical. Anybody very judgmental and critical? Who got kids that way?
Judgmental and critical.
Say it again, come on.
Very judgmental and critical.
You are?
Very.
Okay. You still like that?
Yes.
Why? What's up?
I don't know. I just like sit back and like I'm like everybody else though. I don't think I'm any different than anybody else. It's easy to look at somebody and go, why is she doing that all the time? You know what I mean? It's easy to do that. I think everybody's like that.
Do you catch yourself when you see yourself doing it?
Yeah, I do.
Are you trying to stop doing it?
Sometimes.
I think it's normal on you. I think that's
I'm trying not to be, but
Right.
I don't know.
Alright,
I also
that's
feel
big
like
Okay.
I
Alright.
also feel like it stops me from doing some things. I'm like, I don't want to look like that.
Okay. Alright.
And we
Okay.
all live together, so it's like we see each other all day
Yeah.
long.
Right. I understand it. Okay. Can you say it out of love though?
Yeah. You
See?
talk about constructive criticism.
There you go.
That's
Very good.
Jeez, that's
Right.
what I was just
That what keeps you positive. How much time you have clean?
11 months.
Give it to her. Come on.
I was just thinking that right before the meeting, like, you know, because I was going through some shit about people just saying, oh, you know, second guessing. If someone says I have clean time, oh no, you got high and all this shit. And it's like, you know, when's the last time someone came to anybody and said, wow, like when I think someone's getting high, I go to them quiet and I'm like, yo, are you alright? You know, that's my first concern.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Right.
Period. That's out of love, like you just said.
Mhm.
If you could go to someone because you care,
Right.
because it's about recovery,
Right.
not because you're trying to like look better or trying to, you know, get the focus off of you or whatever.
Mhm.
And that's where a lot of the problems come from. That's a good question that if everyone could ask themselves, really, can you do that from a place of love? And if you can't, don't do it.
There you go. Because it starts fires in here. It starts fire. Where Ashley at?
Probably at work.
Was she working? Alright. She upstairs. Alright, yeah, tell her I you tell her, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
she's
Thank you for saying it. Okay, alright, okay. We got here. Alright, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna talk about okay, alright, okay, I got it. Over there. Okay, alright. I pay attention. Alright, critical. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, sis. How about overly demanding? Anybody overly demanding? Overly demanding. Manipulation. Hey, okay, come on. Oh yeah? Why don't you come closer?
I know. What are you doing?
You like, so you like a queen baby?
Mm-hmm.
You getting better with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How much time you have clean? Hey, all right. What's going on? Anybody hear that? Think about using. What's your drug of choice? Used to be. What do you use benzos for? Is that for what? Anxiety, pain, what? Anxiety. Okay. But okay, if you use it as prescribed, it's not getting high, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Now, if you have a problem with it, if you have a problem with it, you can't take it, not like regular.
Okay.
If you're an addict, you can't take it. It's a.
I took them all my life and then I got them prescribed.
Get the right one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Alright, okay. So anxiety. Where your anxiety come from? What you worried about? What you thinking about? Huh? That's what you need to try to pray for the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because faith kills what? Anxiety. Where's your faith at? In your problem or your problem solver? You understand my question? Our faith needs to be in the problem solver, not our problems. Because we keep our mind on the problem, we're going to have what? Anxiety. Easy. You know what I'm saying? And doctors ain't going to tell you, where's your faith at, ma'am? They're going to say, where your insurance card at? Because it's money and medicine, nothing spiritual. Spiritual is free. You hear what I'm saying? Right. Okay. But thank you for sharing that, sis. Keep talking about it. You hear me? All right. How about when you go on your appointments? You go by yourself? You take people? You going where? Okay. All right.
By herself now.
Okay. But if she wants to, she got somebody to go with her, right? If she wants to, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for saying that. All right. Okay. Okay. Who remember the hand that rocked the cradle? I love that movie. I love that movie. Manipulation, big piece. Remember the girl who put an ad in the paper? Tell her she want to be what? She want to be a nanny. But come to find out, her husband was what? He was a gynecologist. And the woman got on the table and he took the glove off.
Oh, right.
And she felt what? Bare hands. She jumped up, reported them. And other women reported them, like Tiger Woods and Bill the Pill. Anyway, so he on his job assignment, he got scotch in the left hand, got a 38 in his right hand. Watching himself on the news, blow his brains out. So the nanny is what? Upset because she having his baby, lost her husband, now she's husbandless, lost a baby, she's childless. Now what had to get out, the course you gotta go, now she's what? Homeless. The hand that rocks the cradle, back to what? Anger and pain and betrayal causes us to have black hearts. So she put an ad in the paper, she finds a place.